Honkai Star Rail version 2.4 continuance mission in just 4 minutes. Go! The story starts off with the Express getting invited to the Xianzhou Laofu's war dance, which we attend to, except for Wilt and Himiko, who go deliver Leviathan fossils to Ra and Mei. We arrive greeted by Yanqing, but chaos breaking out soon after. Yanqing fends off the attacking Borson escapees, and an agile girl helps finish off the remaining fleeing Borson that Yanqing missed and departs with his sword in a rush. We encounter the responsible Cloud Knight and another one named Lu Jun. Yanqing leads us to the Palace of Astrum to greet Jing Yuan. We meet the general of the Juming, Huaiyan. After our introductions, Jing Yuan introduces Yanqing as his apprentice. Huaiyan then introduces his apprentice Yun Li, who is also the girl from before. There's some tension between Yun Li and Yanqing over disagreements. Yanqing is told to help out with a problem at the Artisanship Commission, and we follow him to assist. Soon after, the retainers of Fei Xiao, the general of the Yaoqing, arrive to greet the other two in her stead because she's at Scale Gorge Waterscape. Jing Yuan doubts both the general's motives for coming to the Laofu. We debate with Scott at the Artisanship Commission about whether the IPC cargo should be inspected or not. Lingsha arrives and stands on business, which makes Scott fold and let them inspect the cargo. The mech inside suddenly starts moving and attempts to cause trouble. We mash it up. Somebody from the Alchemy Commission takes sample tissues for further investigation. We head to the Alchemy Commission with Lingsha to grab a drink or something. She mentions her mentor was framed and exiled to the Juming, and she followed suit. Yunli appears because she's been looking for Lingsha. More squabble shenanigans between the two swordmasters. Lingsha proposes a duel for the two of them, which involves eliminating the rest of the abominations of abundance in the delves nearby. Yanqing wins, but for some reason they still end up crossing swords in an epic cutscene. Before the climax, Fei Xiao appears and stops the two swords with her bare hands. Everyone disperses after that. The retainers Moza and Zhao Chou meet up with Fei Xiao and talk about the situation and Fei Xiao's medicine. She's apparently sick. The Nameless plus Yanqing head to the seat of Divine Foresight for proper intros and more talks with Huaiyan and Jing Yuan. Huaiyan mentions that the marshal ordered him to attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning. He brought a box and made a sword for the winner of the war dance. To acquire more knowledge about swordplay, Yunli and Yanqing have to take on an apprentice and have them win one round of the war dance. The apprentice is Starch 7th. Fei Xiao and Yukong meet for the first time in 30 years and catch up. She talks about Zhao Chou monitoring her condition and her reasons for coming. Switch to March POV. Day 2 arrives and Parch 7th receives new clothes and swords from both her masters and trains for a couple weeks. Zhao Chou pops up at some point and starts yapping about medicine and poison. They all go to Stargazer Navalia to check out the Sky Splitter, which is to be used as the arena for the war dance. Zhao Chou asks the two swordmasters about their dreams and skedaddles. We meet some sus guys and they threaten us to piss off. After putting some distance between us, we tail them Solid Snake style. The sus guys mention their plans to steal a freight star skiff. They reveal themselves to be Borson. We beat them up. Switch to Stel POV. At the seat of Divine Foresight, along with the other general, we are questioned about what happened during the Xianzhou arc. She mentions Fantilia goofing around on the Yaoqing too. We then go to the Shackling prison for testimony performed by the Ten Lords Commission Interrogation Division. At some point, a Howling Casket mysteriously moves and attacks us. Hanya calls for backup, but nobody answers. Uh-oh. Switch to Zhao Chou POV. Along Moza and Shuyi, who was guiding us, we go down to Hulei's cell for questioning. But after opening the cell, we are ambushed by Borson, who free Hulei. Moza flees to request for backup. Shuyi gets beaten up, and Zhao Chou is taken as a hostage as they climb up to the surface. Switch to Stel POV. We hastily make our way down to Hulei's cell where we find a roughed up Shuyi. Instead of directing her soul back to where she normally does, she put it in a nearby Cycron and explained what happened. We send her to the surface since she's the only one who can pass by unnoticed. We proceed to race back up ourselves and find Moza along the way. Our plan is to lock the Borson inside with us, but we fail and they get out. The patch ends with a soldier notifying the seat of Divine Foresight about the issue.